A family of 10 froze to death in the middle of a hot summer. I walked over to one of the girls. I lifted her head. Her skin was still soft and elastic. But a snowstorm swept across 48-degree Argentina. Anyone who touched the snow died instantly. Cars lost power. Phones stopped working. All electronic devices shut down. Only a few people who stayed indoors survived. And we slowly realized something. There was a deeper terror behind this snow. A neighbor simply waved hello. The elderly man thought they wanted to talk. He hurried to open the window. No one expected it. In a single moment, the falling snow took his life. His wife inside sensed something was wrong. She was about to wake him. She silently collapsed by the window, watching the couple who spent a lifetime together die because of us. That was when I thought of my ex-wife. My daughter had a habit of morning runs. She had to be home before sunrise. My friend could not stop me. He could only suggest making protective gear. The so-called protective suit was just extra waterproof layers, plastic bags over the feet, every gap sealed with tape. He told me to take a hunting rifle. I felt it was unnecessary. I put on the filter mask and prepared to leave. Someone blocked my way. With disaster everywhere, he fixed his eyes on my only mask. He knew it was not loaded, and took the rifle back. The man backed down instantly. As we passed him, every face showed contempt. Soon, we reached the basement on the first floor. Encouraged by my friend, I stepped outside. I reached out my hand. Snow landed on my clothes. I felt nothing at all. The protection worked. The phone was useless. The car would not start. I had to walk 5 kilometers. To my ex-wife's place. No one imagined snow would fall in June heat. No one believed these snowflakes were deadly. Then, I heard a whistling sound. I thought survivors were calling for help, but when I turned around, there was no one there. I even doubted my own eyes. I finally found the source. It was an electrician who died during work at the train station. I planned to follow the tracks as a shortcut, but I saw a train there. As I walked on, I suddenly heard knocking on glass. I turned my head and saw something far worse. An entire car full of people, all staring at me, but I knew they were begging for help. I could not force myself to leave. At the very least, I wanted them to know the truth. I stood by the car and explained I was alone, but if I found other survivors, I would tell them what was here. They did not listen. After thinking it over, I took off my backpack. I wanted to do what little I could, even if it was just water. When I opened the bag, I realized something. There was a handgun inside. My friend must have added it quietly, then threw a bottle of water toward them. I promised them I would go find help. I would look for rescue. As I left, they nearly went wild trying to break out. I had done all I could. Hearing their cries behind me, I never looked back. I finally reached my ex-wife's building, but when I reached my door, my heart dropped instantly. The door was slightly open, not locked. I called my daughter's name again and again. Then, my ex-wife rushed back. She brought terrible news. Our daughter went out to eat with a classmate last night.